good afternoon, depending where you're located across the country. We're going to get started here straight away. Make sure that you have a pen and notepad close by. Also, for those of you that have already turned on your webcams, thank you so much. I love to see your smiling faces, and I'm excited to share this valuable information with you today. We are going to get started here today. My name is Randy Cochran. I am the Chief Growth Officer with Equity Real Estate. Doesn't matter if you're with our company or not, we just always share this information so that we can level up the professionalism in our industry and help everybody sell more real estate and make more money and take care of their clients. Again, as we get started here today, make sure you have a pen and notepad close by. Today is our Sizzle and Sell Summertime Sprint. This is all about building relationships, creating community, and growing your real estate business. Let's jump right in and let's talk about why summer matters. Right now, we are in the most crucial time of the year. And the reason why is we are almost in Q3. And everything that we do in real estate is always 60 to 90 days behind. So the steps and the actions that you take during this sprint is going to make the biggest difference in how your business ends in 2026. Summer creates natural opportunities for us because we see a lot of neighborhood events that are happening, and neighborhood events bring people together. Also, families are more active and engaged. Community involvement increases, and that not only increases the opportunity for us, but the visibility for you as an expert in your local market. And the relationships that you build now fuel your business all year long. One thing you always have to remember, and we talk about this a lot in our Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agents events that we do, people do business with those they know, like, and trust. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about trust and how to build that. Here's why relationships win in your business. As I mentioned, trust is your greatest marketing asset. People choose to work with professionals they know, like, and trust. And in today's market, trust is often the deciding factor between you and your competition. I'm going to just caution everybody right now, if you want to eliminate trust in your business, go on social media and post something about religion or politics. So those are off limits. Everybody's entitled to their own personal beliefs, but as soon as you start pushing your agenda on other people, people cancel you. We see that a lot in the entertainment industry, especially right now. Also, memorable experiences matter. Clients may forget the details of a transaction, but they always remember how you made them feel, and exceptional service creates lasting impressions. I want to recommend a book to everybody, and this is why you want to have your pen and notepad close by. The book that we recommend is sorry, we have people still entering the waiting room. Let me let them in. The book that we recommend is called Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidare. And I'll repeat that. It's Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidare. He's an amazing individual. I've had the opportunity to meet Will twice now. At one point in time, Will owned the #1 restaurant in the whole world based in New York City. And even though a restaurant really doesn't have anything to do with real estate, it has everything to do with building memorable experiences. Also, referrals create momentum. Strong relationships naturally lead to referrals, repeat business, and introductions that expand your network without constantly chasing new leads. According to the National Association of Realtors, between 70 and 80% of all the transactions that transpired in 2025 were through a referral from a friend, a family member, or somebody that trusted the person that they referred to. Also, community builds credibility. When you're consistently involved in your community, people begin to see you as their trusted resource rather than just another real estate professional. And at the end of the webinar today, we would like everybody to think of 3 places where you can get involved in community service, whether it's your church group, whether it's a nonprofit organization, especially if it has anything to do with real estate. For example, Habitat for Humanity is an amazing cause. And we want everybody to get into home ownership as quickly as possible. There's two places where I volunteer my time. One is the Road Home here in Utah. It's one of the oldest nonprofits in the country, and all I do is simply go in and serve meals to those that are less fortunate that can't afford their own. And I've met some incredible people that are volunteering their time because time is worth more than money to give back to that community. The other organization is a nonprofit called People Helping People, and it focuses on helping single women and single moms get back into employment. And that's crucial because we want them to become homeowners as well. But in order to become a homeowner, they need to have income. Also, another one of our philanthropies is called Ricochet Canyon, which is a nonprofit organization that rehomes animals that are abused. And our family's very passionate. We have an equestrian business and we love horses. And you'd be shocked at how many people literally just abandon animals. So pick the things that you're passionate about that also interest you because you're not only going to be more engaged, but you're going to want to participate even more. So think about the community that you can, in the nonprofits in your community that you can support. As you build your referral pipeline, and we do have a program called Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agents. If you would like to attend the next live webinar that we have, watch our social media. That's coming up on July 8th. We'll show you how to build your referral pipeline. But if you don't want to wait till then, you'll be able to go to our YouTube channel. And on our YouTube channel, you can watch a replay of that webinar. And we want to help you start building your referral pipeline as quickly as possible. Building a referral pipeline really isn't complicated, but what it does require is consistency. The most successful real estate professionals don't wait for referrals to happen. They intentionally nurture relationships with past clients, referral partners, and members of their community. And remember, when it comes to a referral, it doesn't have to be a friend or a family member or somebody that you've already done business with. It just simply needs to be somebody that knows you, likes you, and trusts you. One of my very best referral clients has never even done a real estate transaction with us. However, because they know, like, and trust me, they're consistently sending those referrals over and over. Also, who are your top 10 referral sources today? Where are your referrals coming from? It's really interesting because when I have conversations with real estate agents and brokers, and I ask them about where their business comes from, a lot of them, because they don't track it, really can't tell you. And as you're not only building out your referral pipeline, you also always want to have a minimum of 4 pillars for your business. When we start doing our business planning this year, we always do our business planning in August and September. And the reason why is I had a mentor and a coach at one point in time that told me, Randy, if you're waiting until the end of the calendar year when we do our taxes to do your business planning for the upcoming year, you've already missed the boat. And I said, what do you mean by that? And they said, well, if you want to accelerate your business into the next year, what you'll do is you'll do all of your business planning in August and September. On September 30th, it's New Year's Eve. You're going to get all your friends and family members together. You're going to throw a New Year's Eve party. You're going to do the fireworks, the poppers, and the hats. You might even do the sparkling cider or the bubbly, and you're going to celebrate. And October 1st is New Year's Day in your real estate business. And the reason why, again, is real estate is always 60 to 90 days behind our closed transactions from the time that we either list a property or start working with a buyer, unless our listing generates a cash buyer that closes quickly. And if you start your real estate business October 1st, you're going to have 1 full quarter head start before all the other agents go back to work. And what I mean by that is every year around November 15th, for some reason, real estate agents come down with this sickness called pumpkin spice latte syndrome. And they stop working during the holidays. And for some reason, there's this misconception that people don't buy and sell real estate during the holidays. That's not true. In fact, my very best income month in real estate was a December. And that's because we started off the year in October and put the pedal to the metal. It's interesting because real estate agents seem to come back to work around January 15th. And the reason why is because they took 60 days off. Their pipeline dried up and they went, oh my gosh, I also have to pay my income taxes from the year before, so I better get back to work. And then all of a sudden we have this magical spring market in real estate, which is not true. All it is all the real estate agents just went back to work and all of a sudden all the transactions happen again. Every conversation, follow-up, event, and check-in that you have with somebody that you know, like, and trust that's willing to give you a referral is an opportunity to strengthen trust and stay top of mind. When you focus on serving people very, very well and maintaining meaningful connections, referrals become natural as a result of the relationships you've built because you're staying top of mind with everybody. Ask yourself again, who are your top 10 referral sources? How often are you intentionally staying in touch with past clients? And when was the last time you connected with a referral partner? Referral partners are actually our power team or vendors. And those individuals, especially mortgage brokers, they're out there doing their own marketing. They're generating new home buyers. They're generating move-up sellers, or maybe a property owner that's doing uh, a reverse mortgage or downsizing into single level living, or they talk to people that want to refinance, but because interest rates have come up just a little bit, they say, you know what, instead of refinancing, let's sell our property. Let's take the equity that we have. And even though rates are a little higher, let's go buy something that we really want. It's really interesting what happened during the pandemic is the real estate market was so hot and there were multiple offers on everything, and buyers had to compete to win a deal. And because there were so many offers on properties, we had buyers making offers on 5, 10, 15, 20 properties just to win one. And when they won the property that they won wasn't the property that they really wanted. They had to settle for something. And now that they're in the property that they had to settle for, which really wasn't the property they wanted, they have buyer's remorse. 50 to 60% of everybody that bought during the pandemic actually doesn't like where they're currently living and wants to make a move into the property that they really want to be in. And it's crucial right now that we reach out to those individuals. It's also great when we're reaching out to them because whether or not they have equity or not doesn't matter, but they have an amazing mortgage loan between 2.5 and 4.5%, which means that they might be able to take a little bit of the equity that they have and take that equity, buy something else, maybe even keep the property they have and turn it into an income producing property because there is definitely a demand for rental out there. Our company has a property management division, and currently we're managing a little over 3,000 properties, and we're seeing that number increase every single month, which also can be that other revenue stream for you. When we talk about 4 pillars of income, property management is definitely one of those. When we talk about the people first selling advantage, your goal is to listen first. The very best real estate professionals spend more time listening than talking. You want to think about this ratio. 75% of the time, your client should be talking. You should only be talking or presenting 25% of the time. Understanding your client's goals, concerns, and motivation allows you to provide guidance and find properties and have an experience with that client that truly meets their needs. If you're focusing on people, not transactions, every transaction represents a person, a family, or a major life transition. Our clients are entrusting us with oftentimes the number one single largest investment that they will ever make in their lifetime. They are looking for an expert and they are looking for a trusted professional advisor. And when relationships come first, trust develops naturally and creates opportunity for our long-term success. Building trust requires consistency. Trust isn't built through promises, it's built through actions. Clear communication, especially the hard conversations. Right now, we have sellers that have listed on the market. They're staying on the market longer. And unless they're priced correctly and or have the absolute very best property in that market area, the chances of them selling diminish tremendously. So having those hard conversations is crucial right now. Also, making sure that you're reliable in your business. It blows my mind that we are in a service industry and real estate agents don't answer their phone. Typically, when you call an agent, the first thing that you receive is their voicemail, and then you receive a text message that says, text me. If you want to increase your business naturally with no cost, answer your phone. And follow through on commitments demonstrates professionalism and it creates the kind of experience that your clients want to share with others. Remember, if you wow your clients during a transaction, the referrals are going to come. There are four crucial times in a selling transaction and a buyer transaction where we have the greatest opportunity to get a referral. If you're working with a listing, the first opportunity for us to get a referral is when your clients sign the listing agreement. And the reason why is they're making a mental shift to selling their home. They can see themselves moving. Also, they're going to tell all their friends and family members that they just listed their home for sale. And it's an opportunity for you to ask them who do they know that may be thinking about selling or buying a property in the next 30 to 90 days. The second time is when the client receives an offer on their listing. And the reason why is they're in a heightened state of anxiousness because if they accepted the offer, they're excited. If they counteroffered, they're on pins and needles until the buyer responds. But that's still a heightened state of emotion where it's the perfect time for you to ask for referral. The next time is when the transaction actually goes pending or is under contract. And again, they're excited, especially if they're receiving large proceeds from their sale. At that point in time, they're also possibly thinking about buying with you. And that's, again, another opportunity because now they're telling people we're not only selling, but we're also buying. And then the fourth time to ask for referral is at the time of the closing, especially when they get their proceeds check, because now they're excited. You're popping the confetti cannon, you're taking photos, you're asking them to post those photos on social media and tag you. You're not the one posting the photo and tagging them, because if it comes from them, it's them blowing your horn, not you blowing your own. And then if you're working with a buyer, the four crucial times that we have an opportunity to get a referral from a buyer is when they sign the buyer broker agreement and you give them that first list of properties to go out and drive by and pick the three that they want to see within 24 to 48 hours. You need to get your buyers moving. But also, they're telling everybody that they know we're buying a house. The second time is when they write the offer. Because when they write the offer, again, they're at a heightened state, they're excited, they're also on pins and needles to see whether or not the listing or the property owner is going to accept their offer. And then the fourth time is at closing when you pop that confetti cannon, take the photo, and they get the key to the property. Because now they're telling everybody we bought a house. They're posting it on social media, they're shooting videos, and again, you want to have them tag you. You don't want to be tagging them. When You're asking for referrals at a heightened state. It increases the chances that you're going to get one. Keep in mind that your clients, when they're in the process of selling a home or buying a home, whoever their barber is or their hairdresser, or whoever's doing their mani-pedis, they're typically the ones that know first that they're making a move or they're buying a property. And all those people do is talk to other people all day long, and they're having the exact same conversation. And when that person's telling, when your client's telling that person what an amazing experience they're having, they're going to tell everybody else. After the sale's crucial, especially if you're working with a buyer. Think about all the things that you can do as a closing gift that's going to make a difference for your buyer. Candace at our company recently had a buyer that relocated across the country. They drove for 3 days. And during the course of the conversation and showing of properties, when they had flown out and had taken their property tours with their kids, she learned everything that she could about them, including what they liked and what they didn't like. And when they showed up to their brand new home and she met them to get the key and all the balloons were there, in the fridge, it was stocked with everything that they like and snacks on the counter ready to go because she knew that they were going to be tired and she knew that they were going to need some food in their house for the next couple of days while they got moved in while the moving truck was coming. It's those little things that make the biggest difference. It's the personal touches. The most memorable client experiences are often created through small, thoughtful gestures. Personalized communication, proactive updates, and genuine care helps clients feel valued throughout the journey. Constant and consistent communication keeps clients informed, supported, and confident in every step of the process. And remember, this goes back to the hard conversations. Maybe you're working with a buyer, the home inspection's been done, and it didn't come out the way you thought it might. Sometimes those hard conversations and coming up with a solution that's win-win for everybody takes an experience that went from being a wow experience to sour grapes and turns it back. Regular communication builds trust and demonstrates your commitment to their success before, during, and after the transaction. Remember, it has nothing to do with us. We're a facilitator. If you serve and don't sell, those referrals will come. When you're creating lasting impressions with your client, exceptional experiences don't end at closing. The strongest client relationships are built through consistent follow-up and thoughtful gestures that remind clients they're more than just a transaction. Everybody that you work with or engage with, whether they do a transaction or not, should be getting a handwritten note from you. Technology, especially AI, has eliminated the human component. And what consumers are now craving is not artificial intelligence. What they're actually what they're actually craving is II, which is interactive intelligence. And the more interactive you are, the more personable you become, the more referable you become. Think about the home anniversary messages, the personalized closing gifts, birthday and holiday gifts, client appreciation events, move-in and homeowner resource guides and information. Grab your pen and notepad, and I'm going to give everybody a fantastic website right now where you can get free data and information about any market area by zip code that you can share with your clients. Remember, we love free 99. We like to be frugal. The website is called bestplaces.net. And after the webinar today, go to bestplaces.net, put in your own zip code, and start learning more about your market area. It was really interesting. I recently did an event in Fresno, California, and we were working with a person there, and they went to bestplaces.net and put in the zip code and realized that they currently live in the highest crime rate area in the city. And as soon as they realized that they were actually living in the highest crime rate in the city, they said, "We need to move. We don't want our kids here." So it can be a positive thing, but it also could be a negative thing. It just depends on exactly where your client wants to be. But it's our job as real estate agents to be the source of the information. We never want to be the source. Right now is an amazing time of year because we have July and August. Kids are out of school. Some of them are taking vacations with their family, but they're going to get those out of the way right out of the gate. I was in the airport this last week, and oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen so many kids in my whole life. The best part about marketing is you want to make your marketing not feel like marketing. You want to make it feel like community. And summer events create opportunities to strengthen relationships, reconnect with past clients, and meet new people in a relaxed, authentic environment. Some event ideas include client appreciation barbecues, ice cream socials, summer movie nights, back to school supply drive, local business spotlight events where you're taking a business that you know, like, and trust and enjoy, and you're promoting them. Community cleanup days. I we have a dog, and we walk our dog all the time. And anytime I walk the dog, I always walk my dog with a trash can and a rubber glove or a little picker upper thing. That's the only thing I know what to call it. And I literally pick up trash the whole time I walk the dog in my community. And you'd be shocked how many people, the neighbors, as we're walking and they see that big bag of trash, actually say thank you for picking it up, especially when you pick it up in their yard and they're in their yard. How many times have you driven by somebody's house and it's just littered with trash and they don't seem to even pick it up themselves? Charity fundraisers, volunteer events, and then farmers market meetups. One of the very best client events that we've ever done was actually a shaved ice shack. The shaved ice is very inexpensive. It was right by a park with a splash pad. We went to the dollar store and Zerkers and bought Hawaiian leis and some little trinkets. We hired a person to come play a ukulele, which was very inexpensive. The kids started playing in the splash pad, and our clients were there for literally 3 to 4 hours. It was one of the least expensive and highest return events we've ever done. Coming up here in July, we're doing an annual client event, and it's at a water park here in Sandy, Utah. Last year we had over 850 attendees. This year we're going to have over 1,000. And anytime that you do any type of client event, you want to have somebody there that is not you taking photos and videos. It's a great place for you to get testimonials from your clients for social media. But when they take a photo, you want to make sure that you're getting a copy of the photo and that copy of the photo goes into your CRM or your database so that you remember who your clients are and what they look like. You also want to remember their names and the names of their kids and their pets and all the important things about them. But also, when you send out that thank you card, mail a copy of the photo to them. Now, it's a little tricky for us at the water park because once somebody gets their hair wet, unlike me, they don't feel like they look good on camera. So try and get them coming in the door. We're going to go through your 90-day summertime sprint action plan. The first 30 days, and of course, you don't have to wait till July 1st to start this. You can start this today, but you definitely want to go through the end of September. At the end of September, we're going to have a holiday sprint for you that's going to be a little bit different. But month one, you want to connect. Reach out to past clients or even clients that you're currently working with that either haven't sold or haven't purchased yet. Schedule coffee or lunch meetings with those individuals and get face to face. I had one of my mentors and coaches once because I was calling people, they weren't answering. I was sending them emails, I was sending them texts. He's like, no, time out. Like, you got to go see them. If you pop by or stop by their home and have a memorable moment with them, that's perfect. If you can't get them there, go to their place of business, Stop by, take cookies, take a flower, take tea, do something different. It's something more than anybody else is doing. Also, reach out right now and connect with your referral partners, especially because interest rates are fluctuating a little bit and it really doesn't matter. We're still seeing a lot of buyers enter the market right now. Your mortgage brokers are pre-qualifying potential buyers that we don't know about yet. And you have to remember it's a two-way street. If you have a vendor partner or referral partner and you're the one giving them all their business and they're not giving you any business back, you need to have one of those hard conversations with them. And then get out and attend community events and network with people. One of the best things that you can do is what I'm doing right now, and that's get some swag for your business. I am literally a walking billboard. And the reason why is if I'm in the grocery store, somebody that I don't even know is going to say to me, "Oh, you're in real estate. How's the market?" And that gives us an opportunity to tell a referral story. I used to say we're having a sale, or I used to say the market's fantastic. Now what I say is, "Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe we just helped a home buyer right here in our local market. There was a first-time home buyer purchase a home, and Midvale City had a $25,000 grant available to first-time home buyers, and they got $25,000 for free to buy a home that's forgiven over a period of time." Who do you know that's thinking about buying a home in the next 30 to 90 days that could use $25,000 towards the purchase of their new home? Tell the referral story, ask for the referral. Also, you want to make sure when you're out in the market that you're handing out your business cards. You're not going to give a person one business card, you're going to give them five. And when you attend the Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agents or you watch it on the YouTube channel, we're going to show you exactly what to put on the back of your business card and how to do it. That's going to generate more referrals for your business for free. Month number 2 is engage. Host that client appreciation event, support your local businesses, share community focused content, and follow up consistently. We have an agent in our office, and I saw him on Monday this week, and I said to them, "Hey, what did you do over the weekend?" And they said, "I went to this amazing car show." And I said, "Awesome. I love cars. What was your favorite car?" They were telling me about this Camaro SS. It was like a 1967. They had all the specifics on it. And I said, "Well, was that the best part of the weekend?" And they said, "No, I met two people at the car show that are potential clients because they have the same interest I do." Month number 3 is multiply. You're going to want to ask for referrals naturally. And if you don't feel comfortable asking for referrals, again, attend our live Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agents event on July 8th or watch the video on our YouTube channel. It will help you strengthen your referral network, and it's going to create your fall follow-up plan, and it's going to get you positioned for all of your success in 2027. Focus on small intentional actions that build trust, deepen connections, and again, keep you top of mind. Everybody's heard this saying before. It's not what you know, it's who you know, which is actually not true. It's not what you know, it's who knows you. Everybody needs to know that you help people buy and sell real estate. Even if this is something that you're only doing part-time, whatever your full-time job is, you do not lead with that. You always lead with, "I help people buy and sell homes. Who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling a home in the next 30 to 90 days?" This is how equity supports your summertime sprint, whether you're an agent with us or not. Everything that we discussed today, from building stronger relationships, generating referrals to become a community connector, becomes easier when you have the right support system behind you. Everybody that attended today's webinar, we're going to be emailing out to you an ebook with your action plan in it, and all you have to do is follow the action plan and fill in the blanks. I'll never forget, I had one of my coaches tell me, Randy, your success in your real estate business comes down to your ability to follow a system with step-by-step instructions. And so the acronym for system is save yourself time, energy, money. You don't have to go out and reinvent anything. All you have to do is plug into the sprint and then do some work. At Equity Real Estate, agents have access to a collaborative network of professionals, valuable weekly training opportunities, mentorship, and a culture built around helping one another succeed. Everybody in our company competes without contempt. Somebody asked me not long ago, Randy, describe your company. And I said it's simple, it's two words. It's empowered freedom. And what that means is we empower agents to be successful in their business by providing them with a set fee so that their compensation becomes predictable. And then we give them all the systems, the tools, and the training and full broker support to be successful in their business. So they're empowered. Freedom means you get to build your business your way. Nobody's going to tell you how to do it. Instead of competing against each other, because we're working together, sharing knowledge, sharing referrals through our relocation and referral department, opportunities for growth expand. And if you're not with Equity, that's okay. But if you're at a company right now and you're on a split or you think your fees are too high, reach out to us and let us just share with you how Equity works and how we can help you put more money in your pocket so you either have more money for marketing or you have more time to enjoy your life. You always want to build a business that supports your lifestyle, never a lifestyle that's well, excuse me. You always want to build a business where your lifestyle supports your business, not a business that supports your lifestyle. There we go. So here's the summertime sprint commitment. We're going to get that emailed out to you. Relationships you build this summer can create opportunities for years to come. Start small, stay consistent, and focus on serving others regardless of opportunity. Does not matter if they do business with you or not. Share information. Be that community expert, and success will follow. This is my share regardless of opportunity for you. On the screen right now, that's my cell number, 801-573-4935. I've had that same phone number since 1987. And yes, my first cell phone was in a bag. Also, my email address is randy@equity-usa.net. You can email me anytime. Also, you can scan that QR code and schedule a 15-minute phone call with me, a 30-minute web meeting, or a 1-hour web meeting. If you are stuck, if you're lost, if you're confused in your business, you don't know what to do next, if your business is behind last year and you're not where you want to be, let's figure out what we need to do to help you finish the last half of 2026 strong. But more importantly, let's help you make 2027 your very best year that you've ever had in real estate. Let's go out. Let's make it a powerful and productive day. Everybody be safe, and we'll see you on next month's webinar.